most of us. What's up, guys? What's happening? No, of course not. I was hoping I wouldn't have to explain the name to be so specific. But I'm also not in benzo withdrawal either. Yeah, it is more fitting. I haven't been in benzo withdrawal in a billion years. The term benzo withdrawal makes absolutely no sense, considering it's nervous system damage from the benzos. But we can get into that another day. How you doing? It's a constant recovery. No, not anytime soon. If I still keep feeling better, I'll do it probably next month. Which sucks because I could be tapering my meds, and instead I have to keep getting these COVID shots. And the second I get that second COVID shot, I don't even want to talk about it, just because I know these fucking people, not you, people on on the fucking page are such assholes about it every time I talk about it. People are fucking cruel to me. But yeah, I'll do it when I feel up to it, Sad. I wish I would have been able to. I wish I would have been able to do it before the holidays, but there was no chance. I figure I'll probably be okay enough to do it next month. I assume I'll go through another pretty big wave, and then after that, I'll, if it runs the way it usually does, I'll probably go through another like weird ass wave. I'm already in bad shape, but I feel like I could get away with more. It just sucks that I've wasted so much time with this fucking COVID stuff when I could be tapering or something like that. Instead, I have to fucking get shots and wait another month or two. I'm not either guy, but I hate fucking Trump because he's such a fucking bastard. He's anti everything, and I don't agree with that. But I don't support either one of them. But if I had to vote, it wouldn't have been for Trump, I'll tell you that. And if you don't know why, then that's too bad. But I won't argue with anybody about it on my page. Actually, I won't argue with anybody about it because I don't think anybody's opinion is matter enough to argue. Because it's all opinions, and what you think is right to you is cool. I'm just not into arguing about it online. Exactly. As long as people don't attack me, then that's completely. It's the same thing as COVID. I talk about shit, people attack me. It's so stupid. But everybody's, like you said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And sometimes it's not just an opinion, sometimes it's just facts. And everybody's entitled to that. But Americans have let themselves divide just the way they wanted them to. That's stupid. On here, I get attacked all the time. If I bring up COVID, like this video alone, I'll probably just delete it. Because the second I bring up COVID, it's people literally make fun of me. And then they start going on and on about that's why I'm sick. I'm just a fucking puppet, blah, blah, blah. Biden, Biden, Biden. And then, which makes no sense because it's all happened before. So it's like whoever's president at the time is at fault. Whoever's the governor of your state is at fault. It's just so stupid. And people don't get that everything that's going on. It's like, I'm sorry, but literally the things people say to me on this page in comments, I have to delete and block all the time. It's nuts, dude. It's totally nuts. And I'm cool with people, if they don't believe in COVID, which makes no sense, but if they don't believe in it, that's up to you. I don't care what you think. You want to support a president? That's cool. You support who you want, man. You're a human being. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Just don't attack me for it. When it comes to presidential stuff, usually I don't get attacked for that because I don't talk about it. People know I don't support either one. People know that I don't support, I did not support Trump, for certain reasons, which I don't even talk about anymore because I don't want to fight about it. Because honestly, I'd rather have friends and acquaintances and people to talk to versus people to argue about. Because just because we don't have some things in common doesn't mean we can't get along. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't remember. Just people being dicks, It wasn't long ago somebody just assumed I was gay because I didn't support Trump, which makes no sense. Because like I said, there's a lot of really weird stuff that came from the Trump camp, and then a lot of weird shit came from the Biden camp. And people assume, aesthetics, people assume that if you don't support Trump, you magically support Biden. Now, I never hated the guy, but then again, I'm just glad I have my insurance. That's one thing the past president was going to take away, was trying to take away, was my insurance. So, I mean, there's some things that are good, some things that are bad. Some things were good when he was there, and you know how it goes. I mean, there's never good or bad. You just have to make up your own mind and not argue with people about it. And a lot of people get really shitty. You know what I'm saying? People have let themselves divide. And that's the same thing that happened with COVID. It's just people divided so much because of this. and that's how the government and shit wants it, and it's fucked, just fucked. If there was somebody that, like, like the last, like recently, somebody just assumed, and not that they just assumed that I was gay, they actually don't like gays, so that's why they said they assumed I was gay because I didn't support Trump, which is completely fucked up. I'd actually rather just say I was gay, just because I don't care if you're gay or not. I don't care if I was gay or not. But people can be really mean, which makes no sense. I can go on and on without like stepping on too many toes. If there's somebody that just hates gays and shit, I'm not usually friends with people like that. If somebody hates a certain group of people just because of their skin color, I'm usually not friends with people like that. But I don't usually associate with people that are completely racist or homophobic. And nobody should. I mean, we're all on this planet together, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? Well, that went on. I'm doing okay. Better than I was. I'm beat though. Right. That's the thing that makes no sense, Wade. It's like, even like I said, even if I was, man, I mean, it's like, who cares? But people just like, even if I wanted to talk about politics, like even if I just wanted to talk about things I was interested in or whatever, you can't, because people instantaneously become really mean. So it's like you just can't. I can talk to that stuff to my girlfriend or boyfriend if you must. And it just makes no sense. People just stupid. Statics, how you doing? How you feeling today? I'm doing okay. Better than I have been. I went to work today. It's kind of been like hectic. Tuesday was a really hard day. Then Wednesday I went for work. And then Thursday was kind of like, it was rough, but it was okay. And today I went back out and I was just in a huge like fog and just beat. I like can't think straight. Just beat, but I'm okay. Better than I was. Yeah. So when people don't know you, they can be total dicks. You have no idea how many weird comments I get on this. And a lot of them don't even end up showing up because the bots for comments delete a lot of stuff that I don't even have to deal with. But I get a lot of people ask, a lot of people don't know my story. They just see this instant video. Hello, vegan dolls. How you doing? Oh, it's adorable wherever you're at saying good morning because it's night now. But yeah, I get some crazy ass comments on this channel. They see my story. Well, they don't see my story. They just see a recent video and they're all like, why aren't you taking Remeron anymore? And it's like, well, when did I ever say I wasn't taking Remeron? And then it's like, there was one recently, just a fucking weirdo about it. And I'm like, well, if you actually watch the video, I'm tapering. And why would you get off a drug that helped you? Who said it ever helped me? It's nuts. Oh, I love New Mexico. I was just about to, it was too late now. I was just about to order But now it's so expensive. Order more Hatch chilies. Oh, love them. I just ran out. I had 10 pounds. I ran out. But I can only have mild chilies. I wanted to move to New Mexico. When I lived in Arizona, I wanted to move next door. I love New Mexico. Probably one day, if I'm ever in, if I can, I plan to move there. It ain't all great, but some of it just I love. Well, good morning to you. Good evening and good morning. You're probably an hour or two before me. 5 o'clock here. You're probably 3 or 4. You're probably 4. I'm gonna guess 4. Anyway, yeah, enough of that weird negative talk. People are bastards. People say stupid shit all the time. But on a positive note, things have been better. I'm in no way in a great spot, but the acute type stuff is calmed down. My anxiety has calmed down. I hate having to say that because it always ramps back up. But at 4 o'clock. Good afternoon, evening. A lot of buzzing in my body still. My neuropathy in my feet's pretty bad, but that doesn't really bother me too much. $11. Okay. I usually go to bed at like 11. Well, yeah, about your time, I'd be going to sleep right now. I'd probably be just about closing my eyes. And if I can get to sleep fast, well, my routine is I use the Calm app and I put on a sleep story or meditation, quiet enough just to hear a voice. Not really hear it, but hear it to where my brain kind of focuses on something without overthinking. And that helps me pretty good. I've been sleeping on the couch for a while, so I'm kind of like I got stuck there. Like when me and my girlfriend like broke up for a little bit, I was sleeping on the couch for like a month or two. I never got off the couch. That's not a good thing, but I can't just switch around sleeping habits or I won't sleep ever again. One of those things. If I go back to my bed routine, it'll take me like a month to get back. So I'll get back eventually. But then usually if I sleep good throughout the night, I usually sleep to about 6:30. Yeah. If I'm going through a if I'm going through a time where I'm just not sleeping, an insomnia time, it'll take days and days and days. Like it was just recent. It took about 4 days, 5 days to start sleeping again. Oh yeah, those are good videos too. Yeah, just really quiet. It's not like they totally relax me, but it's enough to get my mind on something versus thinking about stupid shit or just looping, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, see, I put you to sleep. See how that works? I'm boring as fuck. I'm glad to be people's routine. I think people need it. It's good for me. It's good for anybody. Get used to it. I try to come on every day or every other day. It depends. If I have a lot more to do or if I need to meditate more, I won't come on. But yeah, that show's pretty terrible. But yeah, some things like if I'll just watch like rerun stuff on TV, that I've seen a million times, that helps. Oh, that's good. That's one thing. Yeah, I bet. That's one thing about like when I am off the Remeron one day. I don't think my girlfriend understands. It's still going to take a while for me to feel better. I said it's going to take years still. And she's like, it shouldn't take this long. You're right. It shouldn't. Sadly, it is. Literally, my whole process is probably going to take almost a decade. How fucked up is that? Yeah, I remember. I look at old videos once in a while, and I see you guys. Remeron is an antidepressant. I was put on it for when I got ripped off of benzos. They put me on Remeron for sleep. They said it was a sleep medication. To find out that it was a pretty harsh antidepressant. So yeah, sucks. And yeah, mirtazapine is the same as Remeron, and it sedates the fuck out of you. Mine doesn't anymore because I'm on such a lower dose. But boy, did it! It worked though. I didn't when I got ripped off of benzos. I didn't sleep for it was like 8 days before decided to start something, and boy, it put me to sleep. Hello. It worked, but it also made me very sick. But I blamed a lot of my Remeron problems on benzo withdrawal. So a lot of my issues were from Remeron and just nervous system damage from being ripped off of benzos. But a lot of my issues came from Remeron, and I had no idea. There's nothing like being put on a drug that you should not be on, where people are like, oh, it makes you, level, and it's like, no, when you don't need it, I don't need serotonin. I'll tell you that right fucking now. And that's why I think my sensory issues are always so high. It's like I'm almost in serotonin syndrome all the time. That's just a guess. Don't take it. Don't do that. It's not a sleep medication. They shouldn't be prescribed for sleep. That's off-label bullshit. Just because it works doesn't mean they should. Boy. Yeah. Benzos are the true beast. That's the cause of almost every problem. No, I'm not trying anything else. I don't take anything. I've been down that road of trying supplements and shit before. Everything makes me way worse. So I'm staying off everything. Yeah, I hear you. It's going to be a while for me, but it's still the lower I got on Remeron, the better I felt. Well, until I fucked it up and tapered too much. But in general, the better I felt. I'm able to do more nowadays than I was before, even though I feel worse now physically. But no, I don't take anything. Magnesium is like one of the worst culprits for me. See, that's the thing that people don't realize. Everybody's totally different. Magnesium, like for people who've been really fucked by benzos, magnesium's terrible for them. Magnesium hits GABA A receptors, same as benzos. And when I tried, because somebody suggested magnesium, that threw me into months of a horrific wave. And then one time, and I know this is way too much information, but this is where I'm at. At one point, I used an enema because I didn't shit for like a week. Sorry. And I didn't realize it was magnesium. And I had no idea why I got so severely sick for like 2 months. So, yeah. Magnesium can really turn on people. Sometimes it helps people. If you're not as sensitive as like me, sometimes people can tolerate it. Magnesium can be brutal. I wish I could take some supplements, but they all mess me up. One day, I'm sure, when I'm healed or healing more, I'll probably be able to do more for myself. But until I get off the Remeron, yeah, if it helps you, definitely do it. I always say, like a lot of people suggest, for me to smoke weed, and they have really no idea how unstable I am and how bad that hits me. Same thing as CBD, it hits GABA A. It's not harsh. It doesn't bind to it like really harsh, but it does. And I won't do it. I just won't do things. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But thanks for the tip anyway. Be kind. Hello. How are you? Yep. That's almost the same thing. That reminds me of the same thing of when I got ripped off benzos and looked at the information online. And there's that stupid little picture about the hump, and it's like 2 weeks. So fucking stupid. I'm all good. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of us like really sensitives can't do magnesium. It hits GABA A. It's just basically it doesn't bind to it like a benzo, but it does hit it. No, well, the thing is, I never call it withdrawal after time. When I'm talking to a doctor, I don't call it withdrawal because they literally think you think the drug is still in you. So I just call it a syndrome or something like that. I'll be like Remeron withdrawal syndrome or benzo withdrawal syndrome. So so they don't really think that I'm that dumb to think the drug's still in me. Yeah, and you know what? I never developed that, and I'm sorry you did, but I like you, I smoked for like 20 years. And honestly, it was some of the better years, It really helped me. And I still support legalization and everything. I miss it, to be honest. And but nowadays I can't do it. I'm hoping when I get older, I mean I'm 44 years, I could be 45 now, I don't know, something. I think I'm 45. And yeah, 45. I just turned 45. And I'm hoping by the years go on, as I get older and older, I hope I can smoke weed when I get older. But once the benzo thing happened, my mind got so fucking wrecked. My high now is feeling as clear as I can. Seeing and feeling clear in my head. When I feel that way, I feel high. Yeah. My throat is starting to hurt. I'm probably going to cut it out in a sec. Talking too much. People, it's funny that people suggest this channel sometimes, but I don't know how many people actually take me seriously. Most people just think I'm an idiot. And the only reason I say that is because they think I've done everything to myself. Because nobody actually knows the whole story. They'd have to watch hundreds of videos to really get it. I have no problem being sober, honestly. I never drank much before, so drinking was never an issue. My thing was not wanting. I never wanted to stop smoking weed. Being a musician, I just really enjoyed smoking weed and writing music, but things had to change. You have a good night, and thank you. I know you do, and I know a lot of you do, but when people don't know your story, man, terrible. But you have a good night. I'm getting out of here too. Vegan Dolls, you have a good night. Be kind, has a good night. Everybody who's on here tonight, you all have a good night. I will see you probably tomorrow. Yeah, it's some people. I mean, I've seen names, especially you. Been here watching my videos for years, and some people come back and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry you're still dealing with this." It's like, no, don't. It is what it is. I took a long break from here for a while, just because I couldn't really upload videos and I couldn't go live because I didn't have enough subscribers. But they changed things, so I come on live as much as I can. Gives me a break to talk about what I need to. Already ready. You all take care. Later on. Tomorrow, catch me same time, same channel.